Hey guys, welcome back to Final Fantasy XII here on PC. This is an emulator, of course. We've explored the Ozmone Plain, and I decided to, well, pretty much take a look and loot of all that area and how big that is. We're missing a zone right down here, and it can only be accessed via Chocobo. So we'll get to that in a bit. Right now, we are going to talk to the Garif. Alright, first what do we got here? We got a map guy. So let's go ahead and buy the Ozmone Plain map. And let's go ahead and buy the Jahara map. The land of the Garif, Jahara. Actually, let's go ahead and save it too. Who are you? This is Garif land. No place for human children to play at games. They are wayfarers. They bring no harm. I saw them cross the Ozmone Plain. They are warriors of great distinction. And the fiends of the plains troubled them not at all. You ventured upon the plains alone, War Chief? Again? What business do you have with the Garif? Let them pass. The responsibility will be mine. If this is your wish, War Chief, then you may pass. These days, see many humans wandering through our lands. I have not made introductions. I am Suplinulu blah. War Chief of this village. We Garif have been friends to all since long ago. However, lately the human world is in much turmoil. We must protect our village and our people. As War Chief and protectors of our village, I ask you, why have you come to this land? I see. So you too have come to ask about the Necessite. You must speak with the elders. Though our mask may make it difficult for you to tell us apart, walk through the village and look with your eyes. Listen with your ears. There is so many interesting species here in Final Fantasy XII. I wish I could play some of these characters. I wish I could play a Benga. I wish I could play a Garif. The Mughals in this game. Everything looks so cool. Now there's a shop right up this way. Right up here. Do you need anything? Please take your time, for the world has much for the taking. Alright, we have new items to buy. Let's see what we can get. A Lohergan sword, a heavy lance. Well, let's buy one of each so far. I usually like to get two, but... Oh, our first measure. We're going to have to test that out off camera. And like I said, I was going to do a weapon review for Final Fantasy XII until I get all the weapons. So I might be missing a couple of different types. Measures are a weird weapon. Very weird. And we'll get 2 pieces of armor. Alright, we're good on that. We're good on all those. And we got 2 new techniques. Gil Toss. Throw Gil, damaging all foes in range. And Charm. Cause one foe to confuse friend with foe. Now, I have a lot of stuff that I need to sell. I gained quite a number of items on the Ozmone plane, so I like to at least have 2 of everything. So if we have a 3, we'll sell that. Yeah, I should be able to get my Gil back up to where it was previously. Hopefully, anyway. Man, I really need more different types of ammo. Okay, now we got a lot of loot to sell. I like to keep at least 10 of everything though, unless I get some of the rare stuff, then I try to, yeah, some of the rare stuff is difficult to come by. But you'll eventually gain enough to do whatever. Okay, Ares gem. Got 2 aged turtle shells. And I think the game keeps track of all what loot you sell. So eventually you'll run into items that you have not gotten before, even if you don't sell them all right up front at first. So say I sold those 2 aged turtle shells. I know it has a bazaar item that unlocks, but there is an item that I have yet to retrieve to receive the bazaar item from that. And I should unlock some more stuff currently. Oh, I hate these pebbles. They drop like all the time. Alright, now let's see what it unlocked. We got 2. I'm sure I already have all these. Yeah, this is the golden set which I already got, and the traveler set which I already got too. Just by buying them in the shop. But we can get those anytime we want. Now let's see, where do we need to go? Oh, some kind of weird chicken cows. The creatures in this world are also really, really good. I wish they would do a second version, a sequel or something like that to Final Fantasy XII. This world is much... There's so much to explore. So much they can do. And other Final Fantasies feel limited on that front. On the amount of species, the stuff that you can... I don't know. Have you learned of the stones? Perhaps if you ask the elders, they might have wisdom for you. Beyond here lies the hill where sits the great chief. Those from the outsiders are not welcomed here, so we can't go through there. We have to talk some of these people here. Maybe the elders are right over there. Garif Elder. You have the look of one who wishes to know something. If it is something that I know, good. Ah, then that's the sight. You are not the only one who asked me about this. It saddens me to admit that I know nothing of the stone. Magicite contained within it a great power. Thus we have worshipped the stones from the beginning of time. Yet I have never heard of this Netherite. You might ask the other elders. I am sorry I could not aid you. Another Garif warrior, Garif elder, and another Garif elder. What is it, human child? Have you something to ask this wizened man? Ah, you wish to know of the Netherite. It is a word I hear quite often as of late, though I know not why, nor do I know anything of the stone. Have you spoken with the High Chief of this? Perhaps he will know something of this matter. He will be with the geomancer Yudkiriel. Ah, you are the Humes of our war chief saw upon the plains. Welcome to our village, protected by the clear flow of the Soul God. I am Sliplu's brother. Kadalu. I worry for why Supinelu often goes to the plains alone. Why, when the others surely wish to train with him? He is stubborn this way. Your pardon, I spoke of a personal matter. Please forget it. You have business with the elders, yes. On you go. Okay. Let's see if there was an elder on this side. High Chief Zalio, Geomancer Yurgil. Geomancer. Sitting here on the earth comes to see many things. The great flow of the world, even the flow of many thoughts. We might be able to buy magics from him later on, maybe. I don't know. High Chief Zayalu. Oh, what is this? More Humes come to visit us. A little bigger this time, but no matter. You need not tell me anything. I know you have come to our village to learn of the stones, the Netherite. Okay, wait. A little bigger? So... Oh, so the little kid that was with us before came here before. Oh, huh. Interesting. We Garif have knowledge of this, passed down from father to son, mother to daughter. Some of it remains, some of it has been lost to history's sands. I know nothing of the stones. You must speak with the great chief. He alone holds the deep knowledge of these things. He alone remembers all the tellings. Cross the bridge to the north, and there you will find him. There are the watchers at the bridge, so I think it's best you speak with War Chief Suplenu. May I ask you a favor? Give this to War Chief Suplenu from me. You obtain a Jaya stick. There is no rush. When you next happen to meet him, you may give it to him then. May you find all the answers you seek. Ah, that which you carry, is it a Jaya stick? Yes. High Chief have given this to me. I shall receive it. I thank you for bringing it to me. Now, did you learn what you wished? No, do not tell me. It is written clear upon your face, so even the High Chief could not help. Then, you must meet with the great War Chief. Yes, I would meet with this great chief. Yes, it is true, the great chief may know something that would help you. Yet, arranging an audience may be quite difficult. Princess Ash. I must learn more about the Nephesite. I cannot turn back now. Please tell the Great Chief that I am the royal line of Dalmasca, a direct descendant of the Dynast King Wraithwall. If the chief has passed down knowledge of the stones, they must know of the Nephesite that the Dynast King once held. Do you have proof of your heritage? I do not. Have you looked? I have looked into your eyes and seen that you speak the truth, human child. I give you my trust. The Great Chief is ahead across this bridge. And now we have access to this area. Okay, before we go up there, let's check around. Low Chief Sugmu? Garif Elder? Oh, this is where we get the contract for the bounty. Have you seen the bill posted for Elkinalos? I had wondered what sort of person who would come. I never did expect. Yep. Truly. Good. Good. Even if you are a child. Pay me no mind. All elderly are same as I. Slow to trust. Let me explain the situation. You know the Ozmone Plain. You must have passed through there at least once. A very valuable herb grows there. Yet the Enceladus tramples it, my precious herbs, to dust. As you can see, I am quite agitated. Normally the warriors of this village would vanquish it for me, but this time, well, suffice to say, I need you to do this. The Enceladus can be found on the eastern edge of the Ozmone Plain. It is often seen in the shred, as I am told. The warrior Himu knows much about this creature. When you leave this knoll, you will find him standing guard at the bridge. Talk to him there. Now go. I trust you will do this for me and return safely. Enceladus. Now, do we go up there or up through here? The Great Chief is ahead. You will meet with him. Give me a moment. I want to know what's over here. Garif Elder. I don't see no like hidden secret chests or anything, so I guess there's no need to go there. I guess we will meet with the Elder now. Yep.
This Nephesite, you have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone, then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of Nephesite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. Called the Dynast King, he used the Nephesite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwolf flow through your veins, you cannot wield Nethicite.
Cannot wield it? So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the Nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who will the stone in ages yet to come. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst, a terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire Nethicite whom the Nethicite itself desires.
Larsa? To Baromi says.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Ber Omases. With the blessing of his grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if Nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the King's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bosch told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rastler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then, I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find him.
I will accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet waiting on Baromises.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
Holy Mount Baromises stands at the northern end of the Jagd Remuda. Once we're in Jagd, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Jagd right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Jagd. You know, Nethersight's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethersight, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
So you will leave? Take this as a token of our parting. A bowgun and a quiver of onion bolts. If you would ride a chocobo, you may. I have spoken with Mogul. She will not charge you for your first use of the chocobos. Take care on the road ahead. Should it lead you back to our land, you are welcome guests. Spirits of the land watch over you. Alright. We have spoken with the Garif leader. We have now unlocked 2 side quests that we're capable of doing, and that will be saved for the next episode. But now I will go through the loot of the Ozmone Plain, the monsters of the Ozmone Plain, and take care of the bounty hunt that we have. Let's make our way towards the entrance of the Ozmone Plain from the Giza Plains. Here we are at the top of the Ozmone Plain, the first area that we come into after exiting the Giza Plains. Chests number 1 through 7 spawn in this area, and the only ones that we should be able to look out for are chest number 2, 4, and 6. 2 has a chance of dropping a sash. 4 has a chance of dropping a gambit, ally with the lowest HP. And 6 drops an Argyle bracelet. So let's go ahead and retrieve the spawn areas of what's in that, you know, where they are. We've run across our first enemy, a Ozmone hare. Let's see if I can find it. Ozmone hare. It appears to not be in the bestiary, so I would have to assume it has the same drops as the ones from the Giza Plains during the dry season, just a little bit more higher level. Yeah. That's quite alright, I guess. They're very easy to kill. Tiny experience, tiny license plates, so nothing really special about him. We've come across our next enemy, the Mesmenier. Now this is definitely in there. Alright. It has a chance of dropping a Charger Barding, a Storm Magicite, a Bronze Mace, and Echo Herbs. You have a chance of stealing a Charger Barding, Storm Magicite, and an Ares gem. And you have a chance of poaching a Charger Barding and a Destinier Main. So let's go ahead and get to it. There's chest number 1, but we are looking for chest number 2, which is up there. I guess we have to go around the long way. But on our way, we'll see some flying creatures. This is called a zoo. It has a chance of dropping a large feather, a wind magicite, a rod, and a remedy. You have a chance of stealing a wind magicite, large feather, and an arrow mote, and you can poach a large feather or a giant feather. There are lots of enemies in the Ozmone Plain, and a lot of them are pretty much the same. You'll run into these horses all over the place. You'll run into a snake creature all over the place. And you'll run into, well, these birds at the first all over the place. They're one of the less spawned creatures in the Ozmone Plain, but they're okay. Now we got Gil out of chest number 2. Alright, let's head to chest number 4. That should be chest number 3. Chest number 4 should be on the other side, but it doesn't look like it has spawned. It's quite alright, I guess. And let's head to chest number 6. 6 is over this way. Chest number 6 should have spawned right here, but it doesn't look like it has. Oh well. You'll run into these vipers all over the place. They spawn random, well, not randomly, you don't see them. They just come out of the grass, out of the woodwork. So, they have a chance of dropping a tan hide, a dark magicite, a quality hide, or a serpent rod. You have a chance of stealing dark magicite, alarm clock, and an Ares gem, and you can poach a tanned hide and a high potion. So we got that all situated. Oh, it seems like Larsa is probably using a scale. Oh, can you use a scale and a sword at the same time? It only appears that he can. Alright, let's move on to the next area. Oh, here we got another creature. It looks like the werewolf type creature, but a reskin, a recolorization. These are called Zagnal. They have a chance of dropping Earth Magicite, Quality Hide, Warp Mote, and a High Potion. You have a chance of stealing Earth Magicite, a Gemini Gem, and a Heavy Coat, and you can poach a Quality Hide or a tanned Giant Skin. So let's go ahead and kill these. And this is chest number 7. Here we are in this area. This area spawns chest number 8 through 11. The only notable chest in here is chest number 9. It drops a Gambit, ally with the slow status, Gambit. And let's go ahead and make our way towards there. Should be right around this bend. Right here. No? Maybe? Or right at that tree. Chest number 9 spawns somewhere around here. That right there is chest number 8, so there's nothing special in that one. Holy crap. Chest number 11. With the fine print with it being so tiny, spawns a survival vest, which I forgot to mention. It's in the same area, just right here. So you get a survival vest at a chest number 11. Alright, if we look on the map, if we go down in this direction, there's no chest there, and there's a save point right there. We also go down here, there's no chest in this area as well. But there is down here. We'll get to that one in a bit. Let's go ahead and make our way to this area right here. Alright, chest number 12 through 18 spawn in this area of the Ozmone plane. Let's see what we got. We got 14 with a Gambit. Ally with sleep status. 17 has a chance of dropping a black belt. Everything else is just normal stuff. So let's go ahead and make our way to chest number 14 and chest number 17. Looks like chest number 17 would be the closest one. So let's head to that one. Alright, chest number 17 and 18 spawn right here. 17 had the black belt, but it doesn't look like it has spawned. So let's go ahead and move over to where chest number 14 spawns. Chest number 14. Gambit, ally status, sleep. Nice. Well, let's see if there's any enemies we haven't run across yet. Alright, we're now in the bottom area, which leads to Jahara, the Garif village. Chest number 19 through 25 spawn in this area. Let's see, which ones to look out for. 19 has a chance of dropping a Gladius, which is a dagger. Chest number 21, ally with confused status. Gambit. Chest number 22, if critical status, Gambit. Chest number 23, jack boots. And chest number 24, Flying Helm. Let's go ahead and see if we can find these. Alright, chest number 19 is down towards this way. Chest number 19 and 20 has both spawned. This should be 19. It only gave a skill, that's quite alright. What's next? 21, 22 are pretty much right next to each other as well. Where are they at? We ran into a few chocobos. There are a lot of chocobos that spawn in the Ozmone plain, but the common ones are the black ones. The black chocobos have a chance of dropping Dark Magicite, a chocobo feather, and glacial greens. You have a chance of stealing Dark Magicite and a chocobo feather, and you can poach a chocobo feather and glacial greens. You will also run into white, red, brown, or regular chocobo, and the most elusive level 99 red chocobo, which is the rarest spawn in this area. If you, I think you have to be the level, but the 99 red chocobo is of course level 99. But has a chance of dropping a ribbon, which is one of the most valuable accessories in game. Ribbons usually are. Now, the chocobos have various loot lists, most of which are the same, but some are not. If you run into a regular chocobo, just an ordinary yellow one, they have a chance of dropping Fire Magicite, chocobo feather, glacial greens, and a Taurus gem. Stealing Fire Magicite, Taurus gem, and a feathered cap. And poaching a chocobo feather and glacial greens. if you run into a white chocobo, ooh, you'll end up running across a chocobo that has the drops of chocobo feather, ice magicite, glacial greens, and echo herbs. You can steal from a white chocobo a chocobo feather, Taurus gem, an admatted hat. No, an admatted vest. Correction. You can poach a chocobo feather and glacial greens. These are of various levels, too. I think it takes place in different as you progress throughout the game. Red chocobo has a chance of dropping a firestone, chocobo feather, earth magicite, glacial greens, a Taurus gem, and an antidote. You can steal from a red chocobo a firestone, chocobo feather, a Taurus gem, feathered cap, and a fuzzy mitter. And you can also poach chocobo feather and glacial greens from a red chocobo. And also from the brown chocobo. Chocobo feather, wind magicite, glacial greens. You can steal wind magicite, smelling salts, Taurus gem, chocobo. You could also poach a chocobo feather and glacial greens. And finally, the level 9 chocobo has a chance of dropping a ribbon, like I said. You can steal an elixir, a mega elixir, or an Empyrean soul, and you poach a pebble. Yeah, so it's best not to poach that little bastard. We've also run across an area that can only be accessed by chocobos in the Ozmone Plain. You can tell by the chocobo tracks on the ground, and they spawn right next to it. This will end up leading you to another zone that can only be accessed while riding a chocobo, and I think it's this one. There are chests in this area that you should look out for as well. But back to it. Ugh. Okay, what was I doing? I was looking at where chest number 21 and 22 spawn. Here's chest. Which one is this one? It could be either or. But chest number 21 should drop here. 22, maybe right here. But it doesn't look like 22 has spawned. I don't see it. Alright, let's move on to chest number 23 and 24. That should be 23 right here. Yep, pair of jack boots. And 24 should be up this way. It appears chest number 24 has not spawned. Neither has chest number 25. And look, we ran into some red chocobos. Sorry, little guys. You got loots I needs. Alright, lastly, we got one more zone to explore. Though we haven't run into some of the creatures that have yet to show up, like the hybrid gator. And there's also a rare game called the bullcroc, but I think we need to accept the rare game hunt side quest though. The hybrid gator. But let's go ahead and grab ourselves a riding chocobo and head into that area that we cannot access via foot. Chocobo riding is different in this game, of course, than the others. This is actually my first time riding this Chocobo in this game. Well, let's go into this zone. Now, we are in a zone that we have not been in yet. We can actually dismount our Chocobo here, and there's one that we can have basically for free. Yeah, that Chocobo, we can get on it. Usually if you dismount, it would just go away. But we're now in this zone. This zone has a spawn chest number 26 through 31. Which ones to look out for? 28 has a chance of dropping a Brigadine. 29. Let's see. Remaining or equal than ally Gambit. I don't know what the hell that means. Chest number 30 has a chance of dropping a red cap. And chest number 31 has a chance of dropping a gold amulet. So on the side that we are on now, 30 and 31. 31 should be this. I gave us Gil this time. And chest number 30 should be right here. But it looks like it has not spawned. Oh, we have to go over there and attack those enemies. We haven't talked about them yet either. And this is a zone that we cannot enter yet. Another mine area. Well, let's grab this Chocobo and head to the other side. Ah, there's a creature we haven't ran into yet. There it is. The hybrid gator. The hybrid gator, where are you? There you are. You have a chance of dropping a fire magicite, a gold needle, a braid wool, and a fine wool. You can steal a Boxius wine, an Ares gem, and an iron hammer, and you can poach a braid wool or a fine wool. Now we got ourselves an enemy called the Woo. The Woo. They have a chance of dropping a large feather, an earth magicite, eye drops, and a Kosagaru Maru, which it can either be a katana or a ninja blade or something like that. It looks like we might have to farm these guys in order to get that drop. I don't think we got it. You can also steal 40 gil, a large feather, and an Ares gem. And you can poach a large feather or a mage's hat. Interesting. Now let's go ahead and make our way down to where chest number 28 and 29 are. This is chest number 29. Yeah. 29. Ally item amount 10. It's not what it says in the book. Oh well. But it appears chest number 28 has not spawned. It spawns right here. Well, I guess that's it. That is it of the Ozmone plane. We went through all the enemies so far, except for, of course, the rare game. And an elemental that I would have to think appears later in the game. Because it's level 45. Or there's probably a weather event that happens here in the Ozmone plane where it shows up. We would have to see. But, that being said, I am Roarin the Werewolf. Thanks for watching this episode on Final Fantasy XII. The next episode, of course, will be 2 side quests. It should be relatively shorter than this episode. So, you guys stay furry, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!